Hey, welcome. I basically just went live just to say hello to people. Um, hey, Kimberly. I don't know what's like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe my live streams are boring, I was told that tonight. And, um, oh, what do you mean lots going? Is there a lot of live streams going on tonight? And that, basically, I don't know, Hi, Marianne. Hi, Tomcat. Hi, Random. I mean, I need to definitely like consider the source, but you're not always boring. You're funny. Um, but to be honest, I don't really know what to say myself anymore. You know what I mean? It's just like I feel like that song "Waiting on the World to Change," and um, I mean, here's this social media, right? The internet all over the world. And you know how they say, oh, well, can't change the world and this, that, and the other thing. People will say, oh, well, um, censorship is against freedom of speech. But if people don't have access to it, then they don't know about it. So they don't really know if it's censored. So when people like it's always like driving me crazy. Oh my gosh, that's up here, the banner here. Right there. I know I've just like it's always like confused me when people uh like Sesame Street. Let's just take Sesame Street for instance, or Scooby Doo. And they would change those shows like they changed Sesame Street and they changed Scooby Doo. Remember, they like brought in baby Scooby Doos and stuff. Yeah, it's on the banner there. See it? TSK 68. And I thought, like, why do that? Because the shows don't need to change because the audience changes. Like, I always think things are so simple, that they could simply be fixed. Like, for like school shootings, why not put a metal detector at the door? I know that there is some places that do have metal detectors at the door, but probably not as many schools as they should. Thank you for asking, Kimberly. I appreciate that you asked me to put that up there. Um, like people who are constant criminals with guns. Okay, yeah, well, to keep people in jail would cost the taxpayers everything, and really, if it's not like a crime that nobody was killed, okay, a life sentence isn't cut off their trigger fingers. Probably still be able to work, right? I mean, I'm not saying to do it. I'm just saying that I'm sure there's other jobs that somebody could get, but then maybe not. Maybe you really, really need your pointer figure. Pointer figure. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know, but it's like, okay, here's the thing with Connie, okay? With Connie, she doesn't realize, Connie M, she doesn't realize that no matter it doesn't she's made it so like well first of all, I was always nice to her. Um I did say some off color things when man, all I could see out of this woman was just pure hatred for me. And then now, and I see that she constantly has on her community posts about her petition and pushing this petition and shit. And it's like, I don't know, does she not realize that she is a bully? Well, let me look. Oh, I did. Thank you so much, Kimberly. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I could actually use that to be quite frank with you. I don't know what the problem is with my car. If it's something to do with the rims in the winter or something. Somebody told me that the wheels in the winter, there's certain wheels that get corrosion on them from the salt. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Kimberly. And and I know that they had rotated the tires when they put well, it was two used tires that I had gotten last time for 140. And I know that they had rotated them and put the new ones on the front and the, you know, ones, but they're still, as a subscriber, don't care. It's over and over again. What do you mean? It's over and over again. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's over and over again. It's like it can't move on because she keeps pushing that. Oh, that's bullying, in my opinion, what she does to me. I mean, she knows that she partook in stuff that her saying for me to imagine my daughter deceased was unnecessary, and to host 140 comments bashing me and my parenting was unnecessary. And I didn't even know she had done that. She knows that, but she's removed her video. But she wants to keep pushing this, petition thing. It's like, I don't even talk about you, Connie. Why would you keep pushing a petition? You're the bully. Okay, Kimberly. You are. You're the bully. I just don't even know what is going on with these freaking tires because I don't even know what I just pushed. Now the other two in the back. It just sucks. Like, it just sucks because when you're by yourself and you're trying to get back into life like, when right before, being diagnosed and, the whole COVID thing came around, I really was like, wow, life is being pretty good for me now, I mean, I liked my apartment, liked my car and job, and thought, like, things were good. And then, God forbid, there shouldn't be somebody chanting 24/7 for me to get cancer. I mean, God forbid. I don't want that. I don't want, to experience a bit of happiness. So, like, as for like driving in this, this fucking convertible, like, fucking Jesus Christ, who wants to fucking put their top down when they're bald? It's fucking just, I mean, I know it does, Marianne. I I don't know, just sick of it. Miss my mother. At least it was like somebody who, I don't know, I guess they love you no matter what, you know what I mean? Like my mother used to tell me, your mother's your best friend. Well, it's not drivable right now. I just paid $250 to get it fixed 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks, no, a month ago. 250 to get it fixed, and it's fucking flat tires again. I can't even. I just got the fucking what do you call it? What the fuck was that thing? Oh my god, wheel bearing, maybe. Fucking just. I don't even know. It doesn't make sense to me. I've never gone through this. I'm wondering if like somebody's fucking doing something to the tires. I can't even. I can't. I'm just. I don't even know. I just don't even know anymore how I feel about anything in life or anything at all. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to do. I didn't. I can't. 'Cause every time freaking I talk about something, people who don't know enough to fucking, if they're not gonna say something nice and encouraging or anything to somebody that is not detrimental or derogatory or mean, they got to come about and be mean. And that's the thing. I just don't understand it. It's like, you know, like, what's the fucking point? Like, here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing, okay? I can't marry you. No, you're not. You're not mean. Not here. No. I just can't because it doesn't matter. Unmute. I don't know why. No, I know you're not. It's not about not having people care. It's about like, you know how you see some people, it could be such a good place though, you know, Tomcat. You ever see people though and they're like kind of rotten. They're like rotten. They're just mean. They just don't have any like I don't know. They just they just seem to be kind of evil or something. No, it's not even other channels. It's not other channels or anything, Kimberly. It's not other channels. I didn't watch other channels today and see anything like that. Uh it's just that you see people that they're mean and it seems like they get everything easy. They get all the good luck. They get all the breaks. They just get everything. And then there's other people and they're still just trucking along trying to fucking keep their head up. And it seems like sometimes even God doesn't like them. I mean, I'm so fucking frustrated right now. Like, you drain yourself to pay things that you know you need, like, that $250 to fix the car. But I know my car is necessary. So here I am a month later, up Shit's Creek again. Like, and it's like, and these motherfuckers want to sit there and they'll say things like, it's a $500 car. No, it's not a $500 car. It's a $5,000 car that I saved for and paid. I paid for and saved for. And I'll, like use my last. I don't get Tim Hortons coffee every fucking day. And here's this woman sitting there lying about how I got my car, like lying about GoFundMe and the car. And yeah, but it just seems like rotten people. Get all the fucking breaks, man. It doesn't. What my point is, Marianne, is that Tiffany it was just an example. I have to be frugal, and which I don't mind. I've always been that way. I still wouldn't. He probably, even if I was a millionaire, go and spend, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just that type of person. I'm like practical. But but she said an out and out lie about me and my, credibility and integrity. And, while she sits there and talks about, she's bullied, and Connie M sit there and talk about they're bullied. They're not, by me anyway, at least. And can they show me, where? I mean, um, like, and why they think it would be okay to lie, and, and I don't think it's funny to imply that I use what people cash at me to go to drug dealers. I don't think it's, you know, okay for Tiffany H to lie and pretend that she, is this good person, but she's not, because she's slandering somebody for no reason whatsoever, you know? Um, it's baffling to me how they don't have the capability to just be fucking decent people. If you don't like them, then ignore them. Don't make lies up about them, you know? Well, I'll tell you why. Because in actuality, um, because of the lack of whatever, but my life seemed to change dramatically when I met that idiot that I dated for 6 weeks, and he used social media for an aggressive campaign, to slander me. It matters because if I was to go out and get a job and say it was bartending, right? Or say I already had one and it's bartending. And as a bartender, I wanted to put, where I'm working so that people who used to be customers would know I'm back at work and know what's going on, like whatever, back wherever. Right? Maybe if they serve food, I'd want to put the specials that they're serving that day, right? Maybe I'd want to promote the band that's playing, but I can't because of idiots like that person and others. They're fucking idiots. So nowadays, when somebody says they want to bury and destroy you, which is that was what he loved to fucking say, gee, 6 weeks I dated you, you're gonna bury and destroy me, buddy. Any job that puts something up, Tiffany H, you don't know. Connie M, you don't even know yourself. I know you've got your own things that you've dealt with, your own trials and tribulations and horrible things that have happened. But that doesn't give you the right to slander me as a person. It didn't give you the right to keep coming in my room and harassing me. It didn't give you the right when I said, mind your own business, Connie, to tell me to imagine my daughter dead. For what purpose? I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't mad at you, but I wasn't talking to you, and you were attacking me in my own live stream. And I asked you simply to mind your own business. But you don't want to talk about that. You got this idiot e-beggar saying, "Oh, I'm signing up with the fucking child stalking people." Go fuck yourself. Who the fuck do you think you are, e-beggar? Slandering a complete stranger that you don't even fucking know, dude. They live in England. Uh, Chances of me hanging out with, you know what I'm saying? No, it wasn't even YouTube then. Well, no, not everybody does lie, Marianne. No, it was Facebook, and then he followed me. And now his girlfriend is that Centura Vacana. They could tell you, they could tell you left and right that they aren't, but they are. Okay, literally, still stalking to this day. To this day. Well, that sucks to know that you don't believe me when I talk to you, Marianne. Sucks for people who don't lie because then that makes people think that, what's the point in not lying if people are going to be thinking everybody lies, you know what I mean? I don't care if Connie wants to be in the fucking mix, but don't slander me, lady, you know? Well, it's fucking annoying being slandered by complete fucking strangers. I mean, so basically, they think that, if somebody's, mouthing off to me, um, and I make a video, they all get to share it and, oh, sign the petition with fake names. I guarantee you, Connie, you're just showing yourself to be a bully and to be disgusting, in my opinion, because unless every single one of those names goes back to a real person, every single one of them, and unless every single other person on YouTube that has defended themselves, um, then you don't get to think that Thank you. Thank you, Marianne. Well, it kind of does. It's not really about other YouTubers. It's about as a whole. Social media could have used the platform to only put out good, positive messages, and if people didn't like that, then too bad, right? They could have. Oh, random. Oh, I read the wrong person. Well, Jules has been making videos. She said that, Kimberly? But she hasn't made any videos lately, but I really don't want to always talk about her at all. Believe me, I don't. But it does piss me off, man. I'll listen to someone for shit, and man, she lied. Katie said that? When did she say that? That's so fucked up. I don't even really know Katie. Why is she even, like, talking about me? Like, I don't even usually, like, even mention Katie at all, so. See, that's the shit that's fucking weird to me. I mean, hi, Frederick. Sure. Yeah, I don't even, like. I do find it weird and odd that, even Ollie said the same thing about Jules, and Piss and Excellence said the same thing too. Oh, I get that. I do understand that, Random. Um, but also a lot of times it's not the person who says it that gets the backlash from it. It's the person whose channel it is, and you gotta admit, a lot of times that somebody, how Jules made that video saying that me and Sharon are interchangeable. I think a lot of people talk like that, like, like, and that's why they'll go they, and it's like, hey, could you be more specific there? See, I didn't do commentary on that video, Kimberly, because I didn't know if you wanted me to, and then I kind of thought that Boohoo wanted me to, so he could bring me up again, and it's like, that I defend you for that, but I think it's kind of crazy that he stalks people's comments and that aren't even really that bad and makes videos about them, and it seems to be people from my channel. Seems like, but that's what that particular pocket, they've been arguing amongst people for years. I've never seen anything like that in my life. It's so vicious. Oh, I'm sorry, Random. I just don't need them going after any of us again, the less we seem, when somebody is quiet, it does seem like when you just keep quiet about them, they kind of stay quiet, you know what I'm saying? The weird thing is like, we've only ever been nice to Boohoo, really, here, so the fact that he just came out of nowhere going after people here is kind of weird to me. I appreciate that you trust me. I mean, I didn't see your suggestion, Frederick. I still haven't seen it. The suggestion. What happened to a suggestion? But I understand. I'm sorry, man. You know, I apologize to you guys if there's times I seem like I'm not aware of and stuff like that, but like, oh, you didn't respond until today. Wow, you held out a long time not responding, huh? It's really odd to me, like, how, I don't know. I went into a live stream tonight, and I had heard they had been kind of bad mouthing me, but I hadn't heard it, so I went in there. He was coming at you for talking crap on a Pete. Oh, to you for talking crap on Pete? Did you talk crap on me? I was a while ago when I looked at that video. I mean, like I said, they've all been fighting for such a long time, and that really doesn't have anything to do with us here, in my opinion. I really think that, you know, their child stuff and their this stuff and their Nazi stuff and all that, it really doesn't have anything to do with us. It was me patting something on my table. Like that. That. um you know, I mean, if we like were to like a video or say something, you know, it doesn't mean that we're like behind this or that and this and that and this and that, or even know anything about any of that stuff. We don't. You know, we don't. Oh, so it wasn't even personally towards him, and he just went after you, just like with, wow. I haven't seen lipstick lately. Have you guys? Hi, Mr. Rourke. What don't you understand, Mr. Rourke? You want to come up? It's cold. Huh? What is it there where you guys are? Really? Somebody said that? I think I saw something like that. Where was that? I'm very still. Paste. Oh, 20 degrees, that is -3 here. -3. Yeah, probably Tomcat. Okay. Yeah, last night the wind was bad. Really bad. My stomach. I forget what the hell I was gonna say. Oh, have you watched anything good on Netflix? I watched that thing that Prudently always wants me to watch. Derby Girl? Oh no, Dairy Girls? I think it's called Dairy Girls on Netflix. They have to walk home. I think at least in the winter they should provide busing for like all kids, you know? At least in the winter. I mean, I remember back when my daughter was in school, it was so crazy that they wanted oh really, Tomcat. But they would provide busing for the, for the high school kids, but not for like the middle school kids. It was like so weird to me. I mean, I don't know. Seemed like it was a far walk for, that age. What do you think their PTSD is caused from, Tomcat? I mean, nobody can deny that there is double standards, um for some people on the internet and not for others. Like, um and that talks about her domestic violence, and people go, crazy about it, and then somebody else will talk about their domestic violence, and everybody is like, oh, nobody tells them to get over it. Yeah, that is sad. Okay. I'm sure that's like a learned reaction too, always being on alert. I mean, it's kind of a good thing. You never know nowadays. People go storming into bars and
Hello.
hi,
Hi.
what are you doing?
Wait a second. Where's my entrance music at?
Da 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 da.
Hey, that's more like it.
My guess, Mr. Rourke, the
Hey, thank
pain,
you. Thank you.
the
Beautiful
pain,
crowd. Beautiful
the
crowd.
pain, the pain,
Oh,
instead of the plane.
so much pain. So much pain, let me tell you.
What are you up to?
You're asking me that again?
I don't
Woo!
know.
Worked so hard. Worked so hard.
You work so hard. Doing what?
The plane. The plane.
Oh, yeah. You smoking a bone?
Not yet. About to.
Lucky dog. Huh?
Rolling one up for the show.
Lucky dog.
You don't got one?
Mm-mm.
Uh,
Nope. Nope. Digging to see if I can find a roach or something, but I doubt so. Doubt
they're called
so.
cocktails.
What cocktails?
You found a cocktail.
I didn't find my cocktail.
We call it a roach, then everyone's gonna think you got roaches.
Oh, you know what I mean. But there was none.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yup. Cold where you are or what?
So cold, so cold.
No, really, is Maddie cold though? I mean, she must be.
Freezing, freezing. Can
Is that what
anyone
she said?
can anyone see me? Hola.
What does she say that every time? I don't watch her.
She says it once in a while.
I do not watch her.
Ouch!
Well, how's her thumb doing?
Um, it's called Nubby.
Nubby.
It's working.
Who do you think No Bullshit Channel is?
Coward.
Who?
Coward.
Coward Strikes Back? No.
Do you remember when he goes, Work? I can draw better than you any day.
Yeah. He hasn't been back since. I really wish he would come back. I hope he doesn't feel any kind of way.
I asked Annette, I said, Annette, are you in a coward talking offline?
Her or me?
Her, well, not you.
Oh, I don't think they are.
That's what she said. She said she needs you to give she needs you to give her the number.
Oh, that's right.
And she's gonna She's gonna take him to one hell of a Tigers game.
They'd probably have fun.
She's like, I'm gonna show you what a home run is.
You're terrible. I really wish he would come back because I know he doesn't. That's not really him. How he was being that night. And I know he had just had a couple of drinks and he knows. But hopefully he'll come back.
My mood's already changed.
Why?
Oh, well, I just woke up and I had a ton of energy and smoked probably about a quarter of that joint. And now I'm feeling all nice and relaxed.
Oh, well, you're lucky.
Yeah.
You're a lucky one. Always got weed.
Oh.
I know, right? Hopefully it isn't some douchebag, like on the No Bullshit channel.
Oh, but that channel, uh, we talked about it one time, you asked me, and I think I said I didn't watch it, which I didn't. But after that, I started paying attention to it, and I thought it was pretty funny. And then, uh, I seen they actually once in a while do animation of the people and stuff, and I thought that was really funny. So I watch it now.
What, the No Bullshit one?
Yeah, free stinker.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Except for that picture they put up saying it was me.
Oh, I seen that. I knew it.
Yeah. I don't know why they can't use somebody's actual picture or something that slightly even resembles them.
Yeah, it looked like you were walking on carpet, maybe touched something and got shocked.
Yeah, but I don't even look like that at all. Even if I did get shocked, not in the least. But that seems to be the thing here is to make people feel bad about themselves. Simone, that's been around for a long time, and I think the dog has something as a clue. Is someone that's been around for a long time? Who do you mean? Like Izzy?
Yeah, like Izzy. Random, yes. Let's start drinking. Go ahead. You do a shot first.
You don't even drink, do you?
Unless you call Coca-Cola drinking.
I actually had to put my electric heater on. That's gonna make my fucking electric bill fucking be sky high.
Are you
It was
freezing?
46 degrees in my house. Can you believe that?
Oh, ooh, that's cold. You're if
Yeah.
you let it get too cold,
Huh?
like if you let it get too cold around the 46, your pipes have more of a chance
That's
of.
not even my problem because fucking they, they're the ones who put the fucking thing on the heater that you can't put it up to 72, and um, there's no insulation and
No,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just tell us, Tomcat, who disappeared, forgotten about, who Angie reacts. I don't know who, do you?
I don't know. R still around.
Huh?
Right now said R, but she's still around.
Yeah, she's still around.
We're talking about who's that whatchamacallit,
Yeah,
BS
no
channel, right?
bullshit. Aussie Amy?
Who's stinker? Who stinks in this community?
Who stinks in this community? I don't know who it could be. No, someone we have forgotten about, not someone who's around now. Someone we have forgotten about.
So many people I forgot about.
Chemist Chaz?
If you guys didn't have
Not
your
that I
names on
forgot.
your,
Huh?
if I couldn't read your names, I'd forget who you guys were.
Someone who's smart and also witty.
There's
Did
somebody
they
in
have
our
their own
community
channel?
smart and witty.
Did they have their own channel? Lipstick? I don't know. Secular? No, he's not witty. I don't know if he's even smart. I think he just remembers stuff. I think he just has a photographic memory. Cujo? Who? I don't know if he was funny. Somebody tell me.
Hmm. You get me at when you ask some who's smart in this community. There must be somebody from Tom Reed's channel because they all got high IQs.
Get the hell out of town. Tom Reed. He's not fucking high IQ.
High
You
IQ.
think he is?
High on Q on four wheels.
Have you talked to him lately? I mean, not talked to him. Have you watched him lately? You don't talk to him. Well,
Yeah, Tom and I were talking, and
watched him lately. Have you watched him lately?
hey, believe it or not, he's gonna hook me up with Rachel Reed.
You know he will.
Oh, gee.
Morning with someone from the past that hasn't been around for a long time. I don't know, but they know about all you guys who who? Can you just tell us?
Tomcat's playing a game.
Yeah. Have you the Bobby? The Bobby.
Speak, Speaking of that, I just want to let everybody know. Don't worry about that. It's not a Chinese spy uh, balloon. What it is, it's Babos, and she's spying on food.
No, she's meeting Bobby Ramos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bobby Ramos. Ramos.
Yeah, Bobby Ramos. That's who she's talking about.
So I was doing a little searching through YouTube, and I was looking at some serial killers,
Uh-huh.
and I came across this one, and guess where he was from?
West Branch?
No, Inkster, Michigan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it was back in the 70s and 80s, and when he did his reign, he was a wicked dude, man. He would walk up to people, usually women, and he would stab them like 17 times in the chest.
Really?
Yeah, I was surprised I never heard about it.
Someone you know? No, so just kidding.
No, I didn't know him, but I was also there
Night,
was
Frederick. Good night,
nice talk,
Frederick.
nice talking to you. Have you ever heard of a guy named Donald Gaines?
Donald Gaines. Oh my god, sounds familiar. Was an Inkster?
No, this guy was he was from South Carolina.
Oh, okay. What was he doing?
He's probably out of all the serial killers, he's got to be in the top three of uh like the most sickening things that you could imagine that somebody would do to the body that he did.
That's not Ed Gaines. You're not talking about Ed Gaines, right? Ed Gaines, are you?
No, it's not Ed Gaines. It's Donald Gaines. Because there is a Ed Gaines too. This guy, his they called him. They nicknamed him Pee Wee.
Really? Why? Was he short?
They said that he was a shorter guy. He went to prison a lot of times. Listen to this. When he was a little boy and he would get spanked, he would get erections. And then what happened was he went into the boys' home, he went into the boys' jail, the man's jail, and he would get raped. And then afterwards, he got out on the street. Uh, and he started victimizing with women. He ended up um, also killing a couple guys, and he would bury the bodies in swamps. And he showed a guy what he was doing, and the guy told on him. And they met each other in prison. And then I think he still was a free man for a while, and then he got caught, and then he started telling about where he had all the bodies and another other murders that he did. And
Okay, Marianne. I
it
guess
was
Marianne doesn't like serial killers or something.
oh yeah.
I don't mind. I mean, not that I like them, but I don't mind talking about them.
This guy, he was the kind of guy though that you wouldn't talk about. He had did some things to people that you would be like, oh.
Yeah, I was reading something about some guy in Canada or something, and he had told the cops that he had seen this certain person that, was pretty questionable, with this person who had been missing or whatever. And he had, look at that one that just killed that guy, Kevin Bacon, not, the actor, but in Michigan. 3 times. I mean, like 2 times each a month before
No,
people
I
had
don't know
escaped from
who
the
Albert
cops.
is.
Huh?
Sorry about that. Kentucky said I must not know about Albert Fish.
That guy was in New York, wasn't he? And he took some little girl, and which I thought was kind of weird that the parents would even let her go to some party with some guy at 6 years old. But oh, Jim Clemente, FBI said. Jim Clement. Who's Jim Clemente?
That's Clemente from the mob. Clemente.
Genetics. Huh? I'm so confused.
So this Donald Gaines, one of the things he was known for was like about a 12-inch long, half-inch wide, double-sided blade knife, kind of like a bayonet. And he would do things with that knife to people.
Who knows? Right? That's awful. And your nature versus. I think it's people are born like that. Myself, unless it's like a revenge thing.
I don't know that's what these people are doing.
Well, not what he was doing. I'm talking about killing as a whole.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Killers aren't even people. I mean, there's some sickos what these people what they were doing. Believe me.
Oh, in Idaho, Jim Clemente, FBI. He's interviewing studies. He's going to trial as a suspect. No. I mean, I don't even. I mean, did he admit it, or is he just a suspect? How did they track him down? How did they find him? I don't know anything about that case. Do you?
No, but did you read what Kentucky said right there? He puts rods up in himself.
Yeah, that's gross.
Donald Gaines would in your urethra, he would take a glass bulb and he would make glass bulbs that would fit in there, and then when you later on he would smash it, and then what would happen? You would get an infection and you couldn't pee, and you would end up living for about 3 or 4 days in like the most brutal pain. Some of the killers, I think what they do is they read about what other killers do and they feed off of it. And I listened to another story where somebody put a rose stem with the thorns up there, and then
Yeah.
so they just kind of probably try to outdo each other because it's crazy. And then after I've seen a bunch of those videos, I was watching some of the cartel videos, and nobody gets down like they do, man. Those are the sickest of the
Who?
the cartels.
Oh yeah, I know. Wasn't there one though near like in there was a child killer in Michigan, but look at that island in Michigan.
Oh yeah, that island way up there. I know what you're talking about, where they would go to and they would take young boys.
Yeah, that guy freaking. I mean, he got away with that his whole life. His whole life he was doing that, and people. That's a shame.
You
I
know,
forget the name of the island.
um, it's up there. If you looked at your right hand, it would be towards, I think, your index finger. It's
I
almost
can't
like
remember the name of it.
it's almost like in Canada.
And that one that we watched, that lady who was on the pig farm. Not to mention the other guy that was in the pig farm there. In freaking Canada. But then there was the other one, that lady. Remember, and she wanted them to donate the pigs that she was feeding the people she killed to for food to the old folks home.
So that would be like the would you consider maybe getting fed to an animal something like the second worst way to go? And then the first worst way would be like if somebody ate you themselves.
Oh yeah. I mean, but you'd be dead.
Um, they
You
were
wouldn't know.
well, the cartels were keeping people alive pretty for as long as they possibly could before the person actually got lucky and died.
Uh, oh, you think he was a? How did they end up catching that guy? You don't know anything about the Idaho one?
The Idaho guy? No.
Yeah. I'm wondering how they ended up catching the guy in the first place. You know, I mean, look at the guy, that Delphi murder. Um, you know what I'm talking about? The two girls, and they had their recording, and like for a long time, they haven't had any arrests on that. But then recently, they had some kind of movement on the case because they went through the girl's phone and they thought, or her computer or something, and thought maybe she might have been talking to him. I mean, how long does that take? And here we still have that, the like the one that on the New Year's Eve, that particular website still not being monitored for things for pedophiles and stuff to have access to, and kids under 18.
It's crazy. You just gotta
Oh,
watch.
they should.
Go ahead.
Huh?
You were saying something. Go ahead.
No, I was reading that. It says they had no leads. They said they had no leads while they were following him and pulled him over twice within a matter of hours for no reason. That's crazy, huh?
What I found was crazy is how many of these guys have been put in prison, then let out of prison, and they go continue to kill again.
I know. It's sick. It happens all the time. They should have to go live with the people who are letting them out and see if they want to let them out then.
People like that, they can't reform. There's no way that you could reform after doing some dis what would you call it? Disabling, dismembering somebody.
They let the guy out that cut the guy's head off on the Greyhound bus. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Said it wasn't insanity.
Was that the guy that was smoking spice?
No.
Do you remember, like probably about 5, 10 years ago, there was a guy, and I think it's when Spice came out, and some guy was smoking spice. He bit some dude's face off on the bus or something.
No, that wasn't in Florida. That was in Florida.
Florida.
Yeah. Brian K went out one night wearing scrubs and gloves and throwing away his garbage in various dumpsters. Oh, on purpose he did that? Yeah, I did hear about that, Tomcat. Did you see what Tomcat wrote?
Somebody went to the garbage, threw away his garbage dumpsters around town.
No, that's what the guy from Idaho did. But Tomcat said that
Oh, do you know
um
a German guy that joined an online group of people that fantasize over cannibalism? Then one guy volunteered to be eaten alive. I don't know nothing about that.
I know there's somebody like that I know the guy volunteered. Is that gross?
What do you
I
think
mean,
that
he volunteered to be eaten.
was he thinking that they were all women and they were going to devour him softly?
No, weirdo. He wanted to eat a guy.
He wanted to be eaten by a guy?
He was a guy and he ate a guy.
Ew.
Guy volunteered for it.
It's a
Is
sex
that weird?
fetish?
I can't believe they would let somebody uh Kentucky, it makes me wonder if along the way he's killed people on his path from, Kentucky, or not Kentucky, sorry, from Washington, Idaho, Philadelphia. I mean, all these killers, they move around so much, and God knows what they're doing, on the way, and discarding these bodies, and then they just become this Jane Doe, and nobody, freaking, it's so crazy. Seems like it's like a body dump almost in some of these cities. When was the last time you went to Detroit? Work.
I don't go to Detroit too often. Years.
How far do you live from there?
Probably like 35 miles, 30 miles. Unless you're going to see the sports teams like, the Lions, Tigers, Red Wings. Um, or you're going down there to like, younger people go down there, they go to the bars, the clubs. They've got like Coney Island, so a lot of people go to the after the club, they go to the Coney. So a lot of people go to the Conies.
Hmm.
But other than that, I mean, maybe in the daytime you go down there for to see something historical, but there's really nothing down there. And, and to be honest, the only other reason people I think would go down there is because they got a dope man or something. They want to go, get some, whether
Because
it's
they have what?
if they got a D man.
High hidden blessings.
Yeah, it's the downtown area right there. Um, they got a certain name for. They got a couple names because they got Marshall's some cost Marshall Square or something. It's got like an ice rink, and then after
Um,
that,
in
you go,
Detroit.
yeah. Um, where it starts out is like where Fox Theater. It's real nice and everything, and then that's a nice little area. I forgot what that's called though.
So it's not all like destroyed down there then, huh? Hi, Hidden Blessings. I don't know if I
Um,
already said that.
so what it is that the downtown area is not destroyed at all. The downtown area is actually a beautiful downtown city. It's when you get out of the downtown area and then you get on into a neighborhood. That's when usually most of the just about every neighborhood down there is destroyed. Yeah.
The three casinos. Okay. Um, Hi, Warrior Princess. Rourke, where Maddie lives. What's it really like? Is it dangerous? Does she live in Detroit, Maddie?
They say she lives on they by Mexican Village, and then now she's on Michigan Ave. Um, I wouldn't say that's that bad of a Mexican Village was a place where a lot of immigrants, a lot of Mexicans from Mexico would come, stay with relatives.
I kind of
Uh,
figured that by the name.
and it was it's the only place really that you would see a bunch of Mexican restaurants. There's a park down there, nice area. Um, it's crime happens there, yes, but it's not like I think when people are talking more crime, they're talking more on the east side where there's more maybe gangs and stuff, and uh, sometimes you see crazy shit going on the east side.
I wouldn't mind going to Michigan though. I'd like to see Michigan. I'd like to see the Great Lakes.
I you know I, Massachusetts and Michigan, just from I never had an idea what Massachusetts, I thought it was mostly Boston, and I didn't know what it was really like. And then after seeing your videos and of the cities and towns and the buildings, I see the architecture, and it's kind of copied. I mean, it started that way there, and then it came to, it evolved, and so our cities are kind of like each other, even with like some of the names and stuff. Uh, the Great Lakes, they're beautiful. Once you feel like when I seen them, I was biking, so I seen I was riding my bike and riding my bike all day, and all I seen was the water on one side, and it's after a while it kind of got boring to look at it, but it's uh all kinds of different things of from the Great Lakes.
It's weird to have a lake that's like the size of an ocean. Well, not the size of an ocean, but like, looks,
It looks like an ocean. It really
yeah.
does. I mean, you wouldn't know the difference really unless you could tell the difference in the waves, and then you're like, well, this is fresh water, and the waves are a little bit different from ocean waves. You would think the same thing that it was an ocean. You even see big ass boats out there, the freighters.
I'm annoyed because I have like somebody had given me a little bit of, you know, a, a vape thing.
A
Not
vape,
a vape, but like to smoke from the,
like an oil or something,
huh?
like an oil.
Yeah, like the oil, yeah. And it's like, and I can't get it to work in mine. It's like too short or something. I don't know, and it won't touch the thing. That's,
Supposed to light it.
huh?
It won't touch. It won't reach your igniter.
Yeah.
so it gets warm.
Yeah, it won't do it. It's fucking pissing me off. Like, what the fuck, man? So I just get to look at it and not smoke it. It's annoying to me.
I won't smoke. I don't even know
No,
what
go
smoking is.
ahead. Go ahead. Take over for me. I want to get some water.
Actually, I think Michigan lakes are kind of clean. I mean, a lot of lakes
Michigan
are.
lakes are so dirty. Oh, really? I thought that they were really Kentucky. I thought they were clean. Yeah, I thought so too.
I mean, there's been times where I've seen dirty lakes, but for the most part, I thought Michigan was pretty. The lake's pretty clean, and most people are responsible with the water. There's a lot of black flies and mosquitoes. Not that bad though. I mean, where I live at, they're not that bad. Tomcat, I told Sharon about that Carl guy. She was gonna maybe try to do a video about it and get to. I guess she found out maybe where he lived, and she was gonna show the house, the video, something like that. That would be kind of cool. What's going on with you, random? Can you hear the sound of the flies crunching when you drive? That'd be funny if we can see fish like flying when you're driving. Tonight, your host, filling in for SG, Mr. Roar. Thank you, thank you. Beautiful crowd.
I'm back. I
Oh,
can't believe I can't even find that thing. So fucking weird. Huh.
somebody has a fever. Fever when you kiss me. Fever when you hold me tight.
I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna end this. I am in too bad of a mood.
Oh,
I really am.
I
I'm
pissed
in
you off,
just
huh? Just tell the
no,
people I
you
pissed you
didn't.
off.
You didn't. I'm just I can't even find I'm just in such a bad mood because I can't even drive to the store to get cigarettes or anything, and I just paid $250 to have my car fixed, and I'm having problems with these fucking tires again, and I don't, I'm just not in the best of moods.
All right.
I'll tell you.
Okay, sounds
I'm
good.
sorry, you guys. I just can't shake the mood. I gotta try to, you know.
Have a good
I'm
night, everybody.
aggravated. Bye. Good night. Good night, you guys. Peace, love, and tacos.